Hey family, hope all is well and that you made it through the weekend. Um, Not only encouragement, because you know when y'all see my face, either I got something real to say or I'm just trying to encourage you. But I just want to say, because I'm watching videos and everything, I love it. I love watching everybody. Only thing I don't like when y'all be arguing back and forth with these people. You don't have to do that. Please, I know it's triggering. Sometimes I be hollering at the TV. I ain't gonna. I'm like, I refuse to address them because they don't. You why? Ugh, I'm not addressing you. No, I don't have to. You can think and feel whatever you want to feel. Say whatever you want to say. I'm not addressing you. Okay. The dude called them peons. I thought that was funny. These peons. I'm like, oh yeah, I hear that word in a minute. So yeah, look at them as peons. Why would you um go back and forth with a peon? Nah, but that's not what I came here to say. I just those are the things that kind of trigger me with us because we allow the amount. I mean, people can. It's like a fly. I said this before. It keep buzzing in your face, and then you get mad at and want to grab it with your hands because you're tired of it buzzing in your face. That's what that is. So instead of getting upset and want to grab the fly with your hands, get the fly swatter. Hit it from a distance. You know, fly swatters. Whoever was that a black man that came up with that? Because the fly swatter is like the best thing, best invention ever, boy. I don't know. I guess that person, and I need to look that up because I just brought that up, but I need to really look up who invented the fly swatter because in reality, whoever did it was on point. Okay, so all you gotta do is sweat one time and it's gone. You be like, damn. So that's the one of the best inventions ever, child. I gotta find out his name or put it in the comments because I ain't look it up because I wasn't expecting to say that. But what I was about to say, right? Just a word of advice. Now that we all know what everybody in the world, it's so crazy. That's the part that get me. They all knew all this time. That is what make me want to go off like, oh, they've been smiling in our faces. They've been sitting up here acting like we was peons. And the whole time, it was the other way around. Okay? I know I keep getting off subject. But what I want to say, now since we know, now since we know, wear your royalty with dignity, okay? You don't have to wag your finger in people's faces. You don't have to tell them off. Treat them like peasants, like they did us, because that's what they expected. But we ain't built like that. Those who are good and nice, because people is gonna cleave. They all need to be um, forgiven, and not in a physical way. You're gonna have individuals trying to be forgiven to the one black person that they know. Okay, and they probably did something to some 100 black people, and they meet one person, one black person. They say, "Oh my God." They want to make amends with you and they ain't make amends with the people that they did the shit to. That's the problem. So, all of the trying to erase what was said, it ain't for us because we know it's in us to know. Not only in no books, nobody had to. We didn't have to read. They told me, oh, they ain't teach us Black history in school. We ain't know. We knew. Our parents told us. Our grandparents, the ones that had them, that was old enough when you was conscious enough to understand what they was telling you as a kid, and even the ones we look up, because we know we can trace our history back if you do the work. Every single black copper colored person in America, all of us, we all can trace our ancestry back. All of us. And the ones, because we said we not from Africa, but it's some that was never from Africa. They was brought from America to Africa and then brought back when they was given disease. So if you want to know, because I heard a guy say, he's a new guy that just popped up on my For You page, and he was explaining, he was doing a very good job, but he missed the part about how it was we conquered. Because first it was 7 nations. The seventh nation gave disease. So that's how they conquered us. They gave gifts that in blankets that was wrapped with disease to weaken or kill the strongest of us, and then grab the prisoners of war outside of the ones who actually was fighting. So that's how we got conquered. Because I go to the Lord, the source, And he told me that directly. Because I'm like, how in the world? We is everything. Like, really, how in the world did we get caught? Well, not only did they disease us, but prior to that part, we asked the Lord, instead of going through Moses, who God chose to be our leader, we wanted, because we wasn't getting direct individual, because this is what we going through right now. Everybody got individual prayers, right? And they all looking for Trump because he's the president, because y'all elected him to be the president, so everybody all running to him. That's what happened when Moses was running around. All the people wanted something individually, and Moses was one person. So people began to say, oh, Moses, God is taking too long to answer the questions that we need answered. So could you give us people to govern this area, govern that area, so we can go directly to them to get what we want? And God, Moses went to the Father and he said, this is what the people was asking for. You know what God said? Give it to them. And you know what God said also when he gave the people the choice, the free will, to be governed by man? He said, remember, once you get governed by man, your riches go with them. Your riches, your inheritance will be theirs. And that is what we seeing right now. And see, the only reason why I'm sometimes I said I wasn't going to get on, but my heart is not letting me shut up about some things that's, I'm like kind of filling in the blanks with a whole lot of the other stories that I hear that's like missing. They be right there and then they skip over. I'd be like, damn, they was, ooh. And what that is for me is confirmation for what I hear in my spirit. But they always go over. So that some of what I'm saying today is just to fill in the blanks of some of the things that we wasn't sure of, or how, or just, just what I've heard. And no, I ain't crazy. I'm past the I'm crazy part, but now I hear people calling me a witch or whatever, and I ain't no witch either. I'm just a spirit in a human suit. I'm in a suit to fit this atmosphere. Okay, so if you start looking at yourself like a spiritual being in a human body because of the atmosphere, then you'll start realizing that we are not physical. Nothing that we doing is never been physical. It's always been here. And we've been given so many warnings, and we're waking up. The ones that need to be awake at this time is the ones that's going to wake up. Everybody is not. This is another thing that I heard. Everybody can't come. Everybody can't come. I mean, and I had to learn that. I had to kind of like really, really dig deep with that one, because I was trying to give it all. Like, I was telling everybody, because I feel like, oh, I know now, I understand. Some of the questions I always had was like gaps filled in for me. And now I'm trying to tell everybody what they knew. They heard me talking before. And then now I'm like filling the other gaps and all. And they like, oh, every time I come around, they be like, oh my God, we about to get a sermon. Or somebody will say one thing and it just turn into everybody listening to me. You know what I mean? Instead of engaging. But I can understand why they're not. But the other part is, now that you know, like I said before, don't be wagging your finger at people. Now is the teaching moments for people. People that have not known, they're going to come to you because they have to cleave to you. Okay? So that's the time to witness about the glory of the Lord and teach them what they should be knowing, how to be closer to the Father through us. So don't be pushing people away unless they just nasty and they just demonic and they, I probably shouldn't have said that, but you know how people is. Sometimes you can't say nothing, just leave them alone. Don't even go back, because they want your energy. They want to argue. The arguing is just taking you away from what you really here for. So, don't be going back and forth. Give the respect that's due. Give people a chance to be forgiven. You know what I mean? And also, in those forgiving moments, tell them give them the information. This is something that you really need to do, because once you start talking to and the other ones, the non-blacks, and you start talking to them this way, tell them that their ancestors said thank you for helping them, because every time one of these or a non-black understand where we are in this life and they come and start recognizing who we are as a people, you have to give them the opportunity to make them address their ancestors. So when they come with that, I apologize. They trying to apologize for the whole race, but they can't. They only can apologize for their bloodline, just like us. It's the same thing for them. The only problem is that nobody is telling them that they are accountable for their bloodline just like we are. So they keep saying to us, "Oh, let it go. It's old. That happened a long time ago." It's not the fact that they got the riches or they still holding on to our shit. It ain't that. It's that it's a long time ago to them because they don't think they got nothing to do with it because it wasn't them that did it. But we're being held accountable for, we ain't go through it, but our family members have, and we're being held accountable for that. So why shouldn't they be held accountable for what their family and bloodline have done to get us to where we are right now? So every single time that anyone comes to you and asks for forgiveness or shows some kind of understanding that they not trying to be because sometimes you coming up here because we get hyped up when somebody on the other side like be trying to tell us stuff, but they not trying to tell us stuff. They just want to be forgiven, and they have to be. We have to remember to be compassionate to a certain degree with these people because they are asking for forgiveness. We're in a time where people are actually coming to cleave to our Father, so we have to be representatives to Him and give them opportunities to show them how to find redemption within Him. So you can ask us for forgiveness for your ancestor, and tell them to tell their ancestors to please teach me in the spirit why we need forgiving. Open my eyes to the experience, not the black experience, the white experience, the ones that actually did this shit. They need to see that in here. So give them the chance by allowing them to come and say their piece to you, and then you spread that word to them. And once they do that and they start understanding within their own community that they have to be held accountable for what their ancestors did, and it's not the black experience, and yes, white lives matter too. Yes, it do. But it only matter when you go back to deal with what you have to deal with to make it right now. So if you saying white lives matter because black lives matter and because everybody said black lives matter because y'all they're doing what y'all was doing, that ain't why we saying that. We saying that because you're still doing it. So if you want us to say all lives matter, which they do, but if you want a specific white lives matter recognition, then you need to go back to your ancestors and tell them to ask them why should they come to us for forgiveness. Okay? So don't take just what we're going through as is just us. Y'all got your own responsibility. Y'all running away from the shit. Okay? Go to your ancestors. You have to do it. You have to do it. If you don't, that's your fault. Don't be just looking around and it's trending right now. Oh, blacks is everything. We've been that. Y'all been knew that. But you still hiding from yourself. I'm talking to all these people. And I love y'all. Some of y'all I love because I got close relationships. I am not racist. I'm telling you. Don't think that just because black people is coming to their own, it ain't got nothing to do with y'all. This is our responsibility. And you got one too. So go make sure that you check your ancestors and say, why do we need to be forgiven for these people? I mean, we grow up with them. We ain't do it. They did. And y'all need to be, y'all they voice right now. Just like we're our ancestors' voice. Y'all they voice. So you better be able to go to them and ask for some information to come and deal with us, because that's how you got to do it. And we will forgive you because we're forgiving people. But we're cautious. There's no trust right now. You got to earn that back. You got to go to your people and retrieve. Okay, let's reciprocate exactly what we know now that happened to them. Not us. Our family. Why? Go to your family. They'll give you all the answers because they got them. Shit, we still digging around. We all in the dark, patting around, looking for shit, and then you pick up something like, oh shit, look at this, y'all. That's what we doing, but y'all, they just ain't tell y'all asses. Y'all don't even know. Y'all still running around thinking that this shit is like, we just making this up. I know. I think every time I come on here, I'm be doing this to y'all because if I was being nice, yay. That time is over. It's time to wake up and, not wake up. Remember. Okay? Stop trying to forget. Your boy, he up here trying to erase shit because he want to forget. But all he doing is fucking y'all up even more because y'all think that shit gonna happen again, and it ain't. And this time y'all ain't gonna understand why it's not, because y'all weak. Y'all weaker now. Back then, y'all grandpops and shit, they had a whole system in play for them. You know what I mean? For our peoples, and we were so loving and we dealt with. But you know, y'all already seen us in action all over the world every day. Y'all be running into all types of people in the world, videos, all that shit. Y'all know damn well that shit ain't going back down like that. So, you want to be forgiven. We are forgiving people. But my suggestion to you is not only look at on the outside to the black people and what we doing. Go in your family and find out why we doing this. Okay, because it ain't for nothing. Because if we had what we had, we wouldn't even be, it'd be like, wait a minute, let me say, we are the world. If black people would have been given what they deserve and what not only deserve, what they're due, we'd have been like, we would have been holding hands. The whole world would have been holding hands with us. We'd be like, we are the world. We are the children. Why you think Mike played that? He wanted to believe that shit. But it only can happen when you go back and understand. Okay? I'll be back if they let me because they keep messing with me. Y'all ain't hardly seeing my videos. But I'm just trying to help everybody. You know what I mean? Alright, now I'm just talking shit now. Alright. I like doing that sometimes. Alright, y'all.